Hello, and welcome to the Fearless English Podcast. I'm Liam, your English learning guide, and I'm so glad you're here. In today's episode, we're going to learn some important English sentences that you can use in a restaurant. Whether you're dining out while traveling, ordering food with friends, or just practicing your speaking skills, these phrases will help you feel more confident and comfortable. Speaking English in real-life situations, like in a restaurant, is one of the best ways to improve your fluency. So get ready to learn, repeat, and use these sentences like a native speaker. Let's begin. Now, let's move into part 2 of today's lesson, arriving at the restaurant. This is where your restaurant experience begins. Whether you're going to a fancy restaurant, a small cafe, or a busy diner, knowing how to ask for a table or mention a reservation in English is very important. Let me walk you through some of the most useful and common sentences people use when they first enter a restaurant. Let's begin with a simple and polite greeting. Hi, good evening. You can say this with a smile as soon as you walk in. A friendly greeting sets the tone for your entire dining experience. Now let's ask for a table. A table for 2, please. This is one of the most common phrases. You just change the number depending on how many people are with you. For example, a table for 4, please. A table for 1, please. If you're dining alone, you can also ask politely if a table is available. Do you have a table available? Is there a table for 2? Sometimes you might want to sit in a specific area. Can we sit by the window? Is it okay if we sit outside? We prefer a quiet corner if possible. These are polite and respectful ways to ask for seating that suits your needs. Most restaurant staff will try to help you if they can. Now, let's talk about reservations. If you made a reservation before arriving, you should say, "We have a reservation under the name Liam." Here, you replace Liam with your name. You can also say, "I booked a table for 2 at 7 o'clock. There should be a reservation for Liam at 8 p.m. If you're not sure if they have your reservation, ask could you check if you have a reservation for Liam? On the other hand, if you don't have a reservation and the restaurant seems busy, you can ask, do you accept walk-ins? Do you have a table available without a reservation? And if you're asked, do you have a reservation? And you don't, you can simply say, no, we don't. Is it still possible to get a table? These small sentences make a big difference. They help you communicate clearly and politely. You'll feel more confident when the staff understands what you need. Let's review quickly. 1. A table for 2, please. 2. We have a reservation under the name Liam. 3. Can we sit by the window? 4. Do you have a table available without a reservation? 5. We'd like a quiet table if possible. Now it's your turn. Repeat after me. A table for 2, please. We have a reservation under the name Liam. Can we sit outside? Excellent job. You're building strong communication skills. Remember, the goal is to speak naturally and clearly. These phrases will help you make a great first impression the next time you visit a restaurant. In the next section, we'll learn how to ask for the menu and understand what's on it. Stay with me. Once you're seated at a restaurant, the next step is to look at the menu. Sometimes the staff brings it to you automatically, but if they don't, here are some polite and simple ways to ask for it. Could we see the menu, please? Can I have a menu, please? Do you have a menu in English? If you're at a restaurant in a non-English speaking country, asking for an English menu is very helpful. Now, if you don't understand something on the menu, you can say, "What does this dish include? What is this made of? Is this spicy? Is this vegetarian?" Sometimes menus use difficult words or local names. Don't be afraid to asking, "Could you explain what this is?" Let's review and practice together. Can I have a menu, please? Do you have a menu in English? What does this dish include? Great work. Being able to ask for and understand the menu helps you choose the right meal and enjoy your experience even more. The next part, we'll practice how to order food and drinks. Stay with me. Welcome to part 4 of our lesson, ordering food and drinks. Now that you've looked at the menu, it's time to place your order. The way you order shows your confidence and politeness. Let's go over some common and polite ways to do that. One of the most popular and simple ways to order is, "I'll have the grilled chicken, please." This sentence is short, polite, and clear. You can also say, "I'd like the beef burger with fries." "Can I get the pasta, please?" "Could I have the salmon with a side salad?" These are all polite and friendly ways to ask for your food. Don't forget to add please. It makes a big difference. If you're not ready to order yet, you can say, "Can we have a few more minutes, please?" We're still deciding. When ordering drinks, use the same polite form. "I'll have a glass of water, please." "Can I get a cup of coffee?" "I'd like a bottle of orange juice." If you want to order what someone else is having, you can say, "I'll have the same as her." "I'll take what he's having." Let's also look at some polite extras. "Could I also get a side of rice? Can we share this dish?" Remember, you don't need long sentences. Clear and polite is always best. Let's practice together. "I'll have the grilled chicken, please." "Can I get a cup of tea?" "Could we have a few more minutes?" Excellent work. Now you know how to order food and drinks like a pro. In the next part, we'll talk about asking questions about the food, things like ingredients, spiciness, and dietary needs. Stay with me. Welcome to part 5 of our episode, asking questions about the food. Sometimes reading the menu is not enough. You may see a dish that looks interesting, but you're not sure what's in it, or if it fits your diet. Asking questions is normal and very important, especially if you have allergies, special dietary needs, or food preferences. Let's start with questions about ingredients. What's in this dish? What are the main ingredients? Does this have dairy or eggs? Is there any meat in this? These questions help you understand what you're eating. If you have a food allergy, always ask clearly. Does this contain nuts? I'm allergic to shellfish. Is this safe for me? Being clear about your allergies can help prevent dangerous situations. Now let's look at questions about spiciness or flavor. Is this spicy? How spicy is it? Can I get it mild or not spicy? Is it sweet or salty? If you don't like spicy food, let the server know before you order. Most restaurants can adjust the spice level. Now, maybe you follow a special diet, vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, or halal. Here's how to ask. Is this vegetarian? Is this vegan? Is this gluten-free? Is this halal? If you're not sure what something means on the menu, simply say, "Sorry, what does this mean? Could you explain this dish to me?" Polite and confident questions show that you care about your food, and it helps the server take better care of you. Let's now practice together. I'll say the sentence. You repeat after me. What's in this dish? Is this spicy? I'm allergic to peanuts. Is this safe? Well done. Don't be afraid to ask. A good question can make your meal safer and more enjoyable. Coming up next, making special requests such as no onions or extra sauce. Stay tuned. Welcome to part 6 of today's episode, Making Special Requests. When you go to a restaurant, you might want to change something in your meal. Maybe you don't like onions, or you want extra sauce. That's totally normal. And the good news is there are simple English phrases to help you do that politely. Let's start with one of the most common requests. Can I get this without onions? If you want to remove something from the dish, just say, can I get this without ingredient? Example, can I get this without cheese? Or, can I get this without mayo? Now, what if you want to add something? Can I get extra cheese? Could you add some hot sauce on the side? I'd like some ketchup, please. If you want the sauce or dressing separate from the food, say, can I have the sauce on the side? Or if you want something cooked in a special way, can you make it well done? Can I have the chicken grilled instead of fried? If you don't want ice in your drink, you can say, no ice, please. Now let's review with a few examples. Repeat after me. Can I get this without onions? Could I have extra sauce on the side? No ice, please. After enjoying your meal, the last step is to pay. Sometimes this part can be a little confusing, especially if you're in a new country or restaurant. But don't worry, I'll teach you simple and polite ways to ask for the bill and talk about payment. When you're ready to pay, you can say, can we have the bill, please? Or could you bring us the check, please? Both bill and check mean the same thing. The list of what you owe. If you want to ask if you can pay by card or cash, try these. Do you accept credit cards? Can I pay with a card? Is it okay to pay cash? If you want to split the bill with friends, say, can we split the bill? Or could we pay separately? Now, about tipping. In some countries, it's polite to leave extra money for good service. You can say, keep the change, if you pay cash and want to leave a tip. Or, is service included? Ask this to know if a tip is already added. If you want to ask how much tip is usual, say, how much tip do you recommend? Let's practice some sentences together. Can we have the bill, please? Do you accept credit cards? Can we split the bill? Great. Now you are ready to finish your restaurant visit smoothly and politely. In the final part, we'll do a quick practice and motivational closing to help you remember everything. Stay tuned. Perfect. Being polite and clear helps the staff understand your needs and helps you enjoy your meal the way you like it. In the next part, we'll learn how to pay the bill and talk about tipping and payment options. Let's keep going. Let's review some of the important English sentences we learned today for the restaurant. I'll say each sentence, then pause so you can repeat after me. Ready? A table for 2, please. Can I see the menu, please? I'll have the grilled chicken, please. Is this dish spicy? Can I get this without onions? Can we have the bill, please? Great job. Practicing these sentences out loud will help you remember them and feel confident when you visit a restaurant. Remember, learning a new language is a journey. Don't worry about mistakes. Every time you try, you get better. Keep practicing, stay patient, and most importantly, be fearless. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to subscribe to Fearless English, like this video, and share it with your friends who want to improve their English. Your support helps us create more useful content for you. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fearless English. I'm Liam, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Keep speaking, keep learning, and stay fearless.